All right. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our Monday morning Live Younger Team Chat. Welcome, welcome. And we do these wonderful gatherings every Monday morning, and we share our passion, enthusiasm, and our stories and testimonials and any questions we may have about LifeWave's wonderful light therapy technology. A historic breakthrough in stem cell activation. Yay, Gregory. So what are you into? Well, I'm into a historic breakthrough in affordable stem cell activation. So we're all here to celebrate and share and share stories and testimonials, and just a little disclaimer that we say every week, and that is please share only your symptoms without naming any disease states. Our LifeWave products, we do not claim to diagnose, treat, or prevent any illness or disease condition. So Robin, did you want to make announcements now, or is that you seemed excited? You want to wait till the end?
Well, I'm happy to just get it out of the way if you want.
Sure. Say it.
It's a little promo for getting on tonight's call because we have our VP of Marketing, Jim Caldwell, on tonight. So highly recommend everyone show up. He's going to be sharing some insider tips on the upcoming NOVA conference, which is coming sooner and sooner. So hopefully everyone's registered. If you haven't, it's time. And if you're not able to make it live, then you can actually, if you're registered, they will send the recording.
Oh, you found that out?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, I didn't find it out. Someone in our Facebook group found it out and reported it. So it's in that comments section. Okay, so that's a good tip.
Wonderful. Okay.
Great. And I think it's a limited time that the recording will be available. So join us. We want to have the team leader. They clarified it. I asked them because of what happened last time, and it is clarified now. So when people register, it'll say your presidential or senior presidential is your team leader.
Good.
Yeah.
Do you have a tally at this point, Robin, about how many on our team have signed up or not?
Well, I asked people to let us know in the chat, but in the Facebook group, but I haven't had a whole. Darlene responded, yay. She's compliant. I don't know about anyone else, but
Zena raised her hand. Yeah.
Great.
You're muted, Zena.
I did Live Younger. Is that okay?
So you need to let them know, because there's a way to edit it, and I'm not sure how, but there is a way.
Okay. So I need to have your name.
Yes. Nickname.
And if anyone else just put Live Younger, then we need to edit it to our names. Yeah.
Your staff is agreeing.
Our mascot is here.
Your mascot.
It goes from one screen to the other. Did you see that?
I was going to say, see it behind Robin, see it behind Gregory.
Levi was at my
boy.
side. Yes. Okay.
All right. Well, thank you for that announcement, Robin. And I'm curious, since it's on my mind, I'm going to ask now, did we find out for sure about the Phil Jones, his, the empowerment series, but his talk that was given at the convention, is it expiring at the end of this month?
Yes.
Okay.
So we need to promote that and make sure everybody listens.
Yes.
Change your personal and your professional life.
Yes, absolutely. So for those of you who just jumped on, that's Phil Jones, his presentation at the Las Vegas convention this past January of 2020. He gave a dynamite presentation. So we have that through the end of this month, and we can access it on our InTouch app.
Correct. Yeah, that's the only place I think where you can get it is in the InTouch app. And I think that's one of the few things in InTouch that you cannot share. You can only watch.
Darn.
Oh, okay. Very good.
How about the Empower series? Is that going to be still available?
Supposedly that has a longer duration
until May.
Yeah.
May.
Okay. So for those of you who have not listened to Phil Jones or the Empower series, highly recommend. 5 stars, 5-star recommendation. So now getting on to our sharing. Who in our wonderful Live Younger team here would like to share a testimonial, even if it's something you might have shared before, but if you have a new one, that's great. We're open to hearing from whoever would like to speak first, a testimonial about any of the patches. Who would like to start?
Well, I haven't said mine for a while. So I'll go with mine. So I had gone ziplining 11 years ago. Not really smart. Brakes didn't work, hit a tree, and ended up with a very big, huge bruise on my hip. But about 3 years after that, I had pain in my hip and I couldn't sleep on that side. So when I started the X39, the pain kind of went away almost immediately. It came back a little bit. By about 6 or 7 weeks in, that pain is gone. It hasn't come back, and I can sleep on either side of my leg, which is really cool, or either side of my body, sorry. And the other thing too, that was a really neat thing. It was a bonus thing, and I know I've heard it before too, but at the same time, I noticed my varicose veins were gone, and I know they were gone. And the really fun part was my girlfriend said to me, "Oh, I got to see it when you come home." So I did. I showed, I walk in the door. She goes, "Show me your legs." And I went, "Oh, okay, sure." And when I did, she went, I said, "Well, why?" And she goes, "Because I want to see your varicose veins." I said, "Honey, there's nothing to see." So I showed her and she goes, "Oh, they're gone." And I said, "I know." I said, "I'm surprised you remember." She goes, "Oh, I've known you since you were 18, honey. And quite honestly, they were just ugly."
Oh no, nothing like a good friend. Tell you
I
like
know,
this.
eh? I know. So anyway.
Oh,
Thought
I
I'd
have, I have a testimonial.
yes,
Actually,
Gregory.
Max has a testimonial, and you see Max's collar. We patched Max because he was having some kidney problems, and he has rebounded over the last couple of months, thanks to our patching protocol with Big Max. He's 15.
Oh my gosh. Kidney issues for cats are a big deal, Gregory. I
I
can't
know.
tell. How do you attach it? Do you like staple it to the
We just wrap it around.
wrap it?
It's a little narrow collar, and we just wrap it around, and there it is.
How awesome.
I have
Mike,
a similar, I hit the wrong thing here. I have a similar cat story as to Gregory's. My older cat, who has had a very bad limp on her back leg and has really slowed down, like she's 15, but she's actually only about 5. But totally, since we've had her, she's been very just dragging and mellow. But now I woke up this morning and she's literally running around and chasing her tail and chasing the other cat. I was so amazed. It was like she was a kitten. It just shocked me because it's so out of character. But the last couple of months has caught up with her. Again, just putting, I've just been putting used patches on her collar and doubling. I would put like the doubling up and
like one
so
on
that
either side, one on either side.
yes, you got it. I couldn't
I was picturing
you
it.
got
Yeah.
the picture, right? Yeah. So anyway, that really does do a great job, even the used ones for the pets.
So that's 2 months, Mike. 2 months she wore it, and then now she's running around like a kitten
Yep.
again.
Yep,
Nice.
it started off where she wasn't limping as much, and then I saw improvement took a couple weeks there, but steadily she's been improving, and now I wake up and she's just wild animal again.
Oh.
I gotta watch her and make sure she doesn't get into things. That's how bad it is.
We love our pet stories. Oh, Wendy, you have a cat too. Oh my gosh, there's cats everywhere on the screen.
That's Fred.
Fred.
Come here.
We don't know if you'll ever meet Sophie, but we have 2.
Yeah.
And for Fred, I just took a piece of elastic
Oh, there you go. Uh-huh.
because we don't do collars really in our house because that's how we are.
Yeah.
He's to where he'll sit on the bed and wait for me to put his collar on. So
And
he
you
feels it
attach, is it the X39 you put on that?
usually.
Mhm.
I've done all of them probably, but some days the ice wave.
Aw.
Depends on how I was walking, because we haven't figured out how old he is. He might actually be like 18 or 19. So don't know.
Well, speaking about pets, I have a short share. I have a doctor who's a distributor. He's not really doing the business, but he was using the products for a while, and he was having some benefits, but he kept saying, "I think it's a placebo. I think it's a placebo." And I said, "Ken," and I started telling him about animals. And I told him 3 or 4 stories about animals. And I said, "Now, are you still thinking it's a placebo?" And he said, "No, it can't be. It must not be." So, and I think we may still have that animal call in our, I don't know, on our unit section or something, Robin and Gregory, the one where we did a call all about animals and testimonials.
Yeah. We should look for that. as a-
Morning.
Morning.
This is Renate. Hi, everyone. I just came into the house. My daughters with their children left. And we had yesterday a real accident. The 2-year-old got her hand into the door of the car. And it started to swell up. She's 2 years old.
Oh,
So I put an X39 on it, and it started already, I mean, within minutes, it started to bruise, and I ran into the house, got the X39, put it on, and the bruising is completely gone. And my daughter actually thought that her hand might be broken, but it was not. She could use the hand, and it was a little bit sensitive to the touch. But she always would say, "This is my very special Band-Aid."
oh, sweet.
And
Aw.
yeah, so I just came in, they just left, and I just wanted to share this because, and then I put an Aeon on my daughter to relax, and
Good idea.
so it was wild, and but it's amazing. It's really amazing because the swelling went down within minutes, and the bruising went down within minutes. I mean, I never saw anything like that.
That's amazing.
I'm so glad you jumped on and shared that, Renata.
Yeah.
Can y'all hear me? Can anyone hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Hey, so I have been struggling. I'm in a grocery store, so I apologize if there's extra noise. I've been struggling with two of my middle fingers, well, both of my middle fingers getting stuck in position. And it keeps getting worse where it's very hard to tighten, put my hands in a fist. So this morning, I was just thinking and I'm praying. I'm like, "Lord, what do I do?" And I really don't want to go to the doctors. So all of a sudden, I was in the shower and both of my forearms started hurting. It's like right after I prayed that. So I started feeling around. I'm like, So I went to my patches. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to put 2 carnosines, one on both forearm, kind of like on the outside. So I kept pushing around, finding the most tender spots. And I put the carnosines, one on each arm. And I'm in the grocery store and I'm like, I can actually close my hands without pain. So maybe the carnosine is the trick. Because nothing else has been working. And like I said, I really don't want to go to the doctor. So I'm like, well, let me try this. And so hopefully this is it.
And there's a double lesson there, Stacy, because the symptom is not always where the cause is. So you
Right.
tracked it up your arm, and it sounds like it was some kind of pinched nerve or something. I don't know, but it was affecting your fingers. It wasn't Your fingers weren't causing the problem. They were feeling the problem.
Correct.
Yeah,
Correct.
that's
So
great.
yeah, I've tried all kinds of patches and stuff. You know, I've gotten a little bit of relief with the Ice Wave or the Eon, but it wasn't. I'm like, can't be it. And just all of a sudden, it's just like my forearm was just like, huh, well, this is it. This may be it.
Oh, that's
So-
beautiful, Stacy. And also it teaches us, back to Dr. Nicholas, just keep patching, try different things. I mean, don't be shy. We have a beautiful inventory of a
Right.
variety of patches, and it's not always, it doesn't always make sense to the conscious mind, but your prayer led you to that. And so beautiful share. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mhm. Who else would like to bless us with your story? And if you have a question too, please.
Well,
Ask
I'll
away.
share one from yesterday. We're in the car on the way over to see the kids, and we're driving.
Can't hear you. Can't hear Robin. I think you're both muted.
You're muted.
Okay. Yesterday in the car, Gregory was driving. I got intense cramps in my feet. Someone wants to come in. And I just put my foot up on the dash and pulled out some Eon patches, put them on my feet, and gone. And so I don't know if anyone gets cramps, but Eon and X39 both work. Like,
Did you put them on the bottom of your feet, Robin?
no, I put them right on the spot.
And this is Eon. Okay, I get foot cramps now and then, and sometimes calf cramps. So you just put it right on the spot, and within a minute or so, it was gone.
Less.
Less than a minute.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Light therapy to the rescue.
Oh
No
my.
kidding. No
I've
kidding.
also noticed that, of course, the patches are great, but I've also noticed when I get those, if I drink some coconut water, it really helps with the electrolytes.
Uh-huh.
So maybe you can add some coconut water is also if you like coconut water.
Mhm.
Good to know, Stacy. Thank you. Well, we have a couple minutes left. Would anyone else like to share a testimonial? Any of the patches, maybe even if it's something you've shared before, there may be people here that haven't heard you.
Another announcement before the end.
I have something really quickly to share.
Ravel,
It's
okay.
borderline business, but not really. Judy Daniel was answering questions that a distributor had. And instead of focusing on the financial goals, what she did was started to ask the distributor, why she got the patches in the first place and the effect it had on her and anyone else she shared it with. And it was really clear based on specific physiological markers, the dramatic effect of the patches on the people, not only her brother-in-law, but also herself. And on the very reason she got it was, so anyway, I won't get more detailed just in case I don't have her okay to share her name. But it really underlined for me that really what this is about and what makes it so impactful is it is about sharing and caring. That's what we're here to do. And it was so dramatic, the impact on her and on her brother-in-law, and the reason why she got it in the first place, that I just thought that Judy Daniel did a wonderful, just her questioning was just so impactful. Just wanted to share that.
Thanks, Ravel. Mike is raising his hand. Yes.
Michelle, I'll just mention again, I did the other day, but about what Dr. Nicholas helped me with my numbness that I was feeling at the end of my hand and stiffness, which is often experienced as we get older. And Dr. Nicholas, quickly, he took an Eon patch and right near where between the spine and the shoulder, right at the neckline there, and just applied pressure with the Eon patch and asked me to move my hand and just ask, is it better, worse, or the same? And I was experiencing immediate relief. and it almost 100% went away. And ever since, I've had nothing but great results. So, anybody that does have shoulder, elbow, or hand issues, he stressed there's 3 nerves that can't come from the spine down the arm. And if you get it right at that intersection, oftentimes that opens the flows up, but you have to kind of pinch it, push down with the Eon patch in place. And he says, and that he says is often the case. So I
Did you
just
have
wanted to
to keep-
mention that.
Did you have to keep using it, Mike, or was it like a one time?
It's funny. He used it, and then I continued to use it for about 2 or 3 weeks. I ran out of patches
Mhm.
Until my order came in, and I went off of them in that spot. Continued with X39, just in that spot. I stopped doing the Eon, and for about 2 months now, and it comes back just a little bit, a little tingle but that other than that, I'll do a quick treatment now.
Yeah.
It handles it for a couple days, 3 days. I shouldn't say treatment, but you know what I mean. Applying the patch.
Yeah.
And that handles it,
Wow.
and I leave it alone for a few days. So just to answer that question, Michelle.
Beautiful. Thank you, Mike. Thanks for sharing that again.
Good
All right.
evening. Oh, sorry. Hello.
So,
Oh, hi.
Hi. Very good evening to you from sunny Kenya. Just like to ask a question here. I have found that if I double patch, i.e. X39 plus another, it's as if my body sometimes gets a bit confused. So, which is nothing new. Hey, I'm blonde. And sorry. Anyway, the whole point of this question is, we forgot to put one on. And I'm feeling absolutely great. All I'm using is a stressed one because we've had a very stressful day today, and I haven't used an X39. And I sometimes think my body almost goes into overload.
You want me to address that one?
Yes.
I would love
Robert.
to.
Okay. So the beauty of the patches is they'll never do any harm ever, and we're all different. And so, different than ingesting something, you can't take it out. But if you feel like maybe I've had many people, if they tried too many patches at once in the beginning, it was too much. And our bodies will tell us what they want and need. And the beauty of X39 is once you start wearing it, no matter how long you're wearing it, you're activating your younger stem cells and creating more. So they're still working even if you're not wearing the patch.
Okay. Oh, that's great.
It's
Yeah, well,
good.
I feel
It's
today.
good to know. It's good to know. So trust your instincts, trust your body. And, some people take one day off a week. Some people, just wear it less than 12 hours. So, everybody's different and we can't really say what's the one thing. You just got to, kind of work with yourself and figure out what your plan is. And maybe it's daytime, maybe it's nighttime, maybe it's not 12 hours. Just play with it and you'll figure out your own rhythm. Okay.
Thank you.
Hello, good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. My name is Mijay. Hello, Robin.
Well, glad to have you with us, BJ.
How are you?
Good. We're just finishing up our morning chat. They're usually 20 minutes and we're a few minutes late, but if you got something quick, we'd love to hear from
Really
you.
quick. Yes, I do. Thank you so very much for allowing me. Hello, Gregory. Good morning. Well, my girlfriend, when I had not even started, I started this company a year and 1 day ago, and January the 10th. And my girlfriend, in the beginning of January, I had just gotten these patches. She had called me right after Kobe's death and told me that the doctor told her they have to amputate her foot. And I said, what? There's no way. There's no way they're going to amputate your foot. And so she says, yeah, because I said, because of the surgery, she had March the 12th before. So it was like 8 months, 6 or 8 months or whatever, right? From March the year before. Or something like that. Yeah, that's right, the year before. So anyway, they could not heal her wound. Well, her wound was so big at the bottom of her foot, was a big hole that a golf ball could fit in it. So I said, well, I got these patches and it's X39. And if they're going to amputate your foot, it wouldn't hurt to put a patch on to see what happens, right? So she lived in one part of the city and I lived in the other. She drove to me halfway and I met her in the parking lot, slapped this, she had a big boot on her foot, slapped this patch on her foot. And in 1 week, this foot looked like this. Can you see it?
Almost.
Oh my gosh.
Let me see.
So
Wow.
her foot was like this. This was the size of the hole right here. In a week's time, and this was all bloody in the middle. And goozy, it wouldn't stop oozing. And that within a week, this skin from here to here grew in. And then you could see the edging, how the new skin is growing in.
Wow.
And then I went to the next doctor appointment with her because she was afraid to tell the doctor what she had been doing. I said, are you kidding me? What they were doing for months didn't help and they wanted to amputate your leg and you don't want to speak up and say the X39 is helping you? Are you kidding me? I'm going to your next appointment. So I did full armored. I had all my packaging. I had my beautiful layouts and everything. And I told that wound doctor and the specialist and the surgeon a little something of my mind. And so they said, wow, they measured it and everything. They said, your foot looks so good. He goes, what are you doing? And then this is, make sure I'm going the right way. That is what it was. Let's see, am I going the right way? So let's see here. That's what it was. And she got an ulcer underneath it. And so that's what it looked like when we went to the doctor.
Wow.
Isn't that amazing?
That's
Only
amazing.
the X39.
Wow.
So that's my story and we're sticking to it. She still has her foot.
You
Yay.
said only the
Thank you
X39
with us.
anymore.
Huh?
X39.
Only the X39.
I have a friend.
And
he's
it's
got the
smaller
same
than that
issue.
right now.
Yeah, okay. He's been using it over a month.
Wendy, were you trying to say something to tag on to what Mijay was saying?
I have a friend who's been using the patch for a month and it hasn't healed his hole up yet. So I was wondering if there was something else she did, but she said just X39.
Wendy, I would ask him how well his hydration is.
Okay, I can go there. He's got some issues too, so.
Hydration
Okay.
and
Yeah, you
even
must drink a
overall
lot of, I
nutrition.
had her drinking a lot of water. And then I gave her a pedicure and cleaned her foot up really good and told her, do not let the doctor cut back your skin anymore because it's clean it up like I did, but don't let him cut the hole because it keeps it from the new skin from growing in. And so she did. And now that hole that was the size of a nickel that you saw actually is now smaller than a penny.
Awesome.
Very good, very good. X39 shines with wound healing,
Yes.
with a lot of things.
Absolutely.
But it really,
Where did you put the patch?
Oh, I put the patch near the wound, but not on the wound. Very near. I mean, like very near. And so I only use one at a time. I didn't use multiples. I didn't start using multiples probably until her 3rd month. And it started to accelerate.
Beautiful. Well, thank you so much. We love having you and welcome to our morning chat. And
welcome.
Michelle, I just wanted to share one more thing.
Yes.
So just a reminder, tonight we have Jim Caldwell talking about Nova. And then starting on the 22nd, our leadership team was all in favor of starting a personal development call. So every other week, we're going to start personal development calls. And so if you guys have some of your favorite thought leaders that have really made a difference for you, that you think would be great on a 30 minutes of wisdom call on every other Friday, reach out to me and we'll get our lineup going, and we'll start promoting that in our newsletter once we get going. Okay,
those
everybody,
calls-
we
and
went
those
late
calls will-
today, but
Those calls will be at the same time as these chats on every other Friday.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for your participation, your sharing, your love. Keep on patching,
Thank you.
everybody. Have a
We have,
beautiful
we
day.
have a spin tonight for a winner on our call.
yep, we
Right.
got a spin.
Spin for a
got
win.
spin.
And
All
thank you, Helen, for getting that to me.
Yep. Bye,
Right,
everybody.
Thank you.
Have a
Bye,
great
guys.
Woo!
Take care.
Goodbye, everyone. Have a blessed week.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Blessings.